Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks everybody for joining us. Media Center of Ukraine, Ukrinform continues its work. It's day 237 of our fight for freedom, and we will talk about the situation in our capital. We have Mykola Povoroznyk live, First Deputy Head of Kyiv Municipal State Administration, Mr. Mykola. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mr. Mykola, today, unfortunately, our capital found itself under Russian missile strikes again. What are the consequences of these strikes? What's known for the time being? Yet today is the day 2 of these shellings. Yesterday it was drone strikes. Today it's missile strikes. Yesterday the infrastructure buildings and one residential area was damaged, and the debris is being still cleared. And 1 hour ago, another body of another woman was discovered there. So the number of victims reached 5 persons. As to today's morning shelling, critical infrastructure installations were damaged, and the debris is being cleared currently. Titanic efforts are being taken to renew the electricity supply on the left bank of Kyiv. As to the yesterday's drone strikes, we have 5 victims, unfortunately, for now. How about the building which suffered damage? We heard yesterday that its reconstruction is impossible. What are the plans? What will happen to this building next? As soon as we finish the rescue and emergency works there, a relevant decision will be taken on the further plans for these buildings. If the experts say that the reconstruction is impossible, the building will be completely destroyed in that case, because it's an emergency structure for the time being. It was 14 families living in that building. They refused the services of the municipality in part of temporary relocation. They live with their either friends or families now, but the further decision will be taken. As to today's morning shellings, what's the situation with the critical infrastructure now? What is your forecast for renewal of water and electricity supply on the left bank? The situation is pretty tense and difficult. The specialists are currently working on renewal of water and electricity supply on the left bank. A part of the building on the left bank has the electricity supply renewed by now, but the situation is still complicated because some of the critical infrastructure installations were damaged. Do we have any chances of switching off electricity in other districts of the city? Maybe you will call our spectators to keep saving the electricity. Yes, I will ask them to save not only electricity but to save water as well, because we require a necessary level of pressure in the water supply system. For the time being, Ukrinform says that we cannot completely omit the chance of switching off the electricity in other districts of the city. Dear colleagues, your questions, please. Ukrinform, does the municipal authority has option of providing the families having resided in the building destroyed yesterday for temporary relocation dwellings? I mentioned that in case we will have the expert opinion that the building reconstruction is impossible, we will consider the issue. Yes, such option is being considered now. What's the situation with the reconstruction of multi-story building which was damaged within the first days of Russian aggression by the missile strike? All the buildings which suffered damage starting from February 24th, the reconstruction works are in process. You're probably mentioning the building on Lobanovsky Avenue, and it's being reconstructed now. Our plan is to finish reconstruction by the end of this year. We have plans to finish reconstruction in all the residential areas which suffered damage starting from February 24. Thank you, Mr. Mykola. I will remind you we had Mykola Povoroznyk online, First Deputy Municipal Administration. Our next briefing is at 1500. We will have Alexander Horunzhy, the press officer of Ukrainian State Emergency Service, and we will talk about the consequences of Russian strikes. Thank you, and with us.